Hey, everybody, Dirty Thursday brought to you by River Cities Speedway. Oh, man, this is going to be fun. Jory Berg, the BO, the Mustache Mafia, the boxcar brand guy is here today. We found another guy. I don't know where he's been, but he's back. Chad Hoff, the one, the only, the other half of the Bullring Boys is here. And our show also brought to you by Northwest Tire. You know what? For tires, work on your vehicle, and more, check out Northwest Tire. They're on Gateway Drive, North Dakota's largest tire dealer, family-owned for over 40 years. Hey, from big to small, Northwest Tire, they do it all. Find all the big-name brands, Toyo, Nakian, Bridgestone, Firestone, and more. Call 701-780-8473 to schedule your next appointment. Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive in Grand Forks, helping you get the perfect tires for whatever you drive. And I'm going to start over here to this side. How you doing, man?
That's me?
Yeah, that's you.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
How'd your Thanksgiving go?
Full. Filling.
Full. Yeah. Everything's good in the home front and all that
Everything's,
stuff?
family's homesick today, so I'm just buying my time, you know.
Okay.
I'm still healthy. I feel great.
My wife was sick.
Right.
Everybody's getting it. And
But, yeah.
I don't know how I don't. I think it's the healthy lifestyle that I live. I'm pretty sure of it.
Usually I'm the one that gets sick first, and I share it. And
Yeah.
Brittany's like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Well, sharing's caring."
Yeah.
So
There
it
you
just shows I
go.
love you. But now everybody else is sick but me, so I'm just let's
Sure.
go with it. I'm not touching nothing.
There you go.
Yep,
by the way, if you
secluded.
have any questions or comments, feel free to text or
Oh,
call.
feel free.
701.
Look at the chat right up front here too.
213. Yeah, I forgot jokes and everything. 701-213-0863. 701-213-0863. Feel free to text or call us. And let's do it before I forget. Jokes my neighbor tells me.
You already
all right?
forgot.
I did. Jokes my neighbor forget. Jokes. Crack another beer, John. Jokes my neighbor tells me. Here we go. You ever had that awkward moment when you offer your coworker a sincere compliment on their mustache and she files a complaint with Human Resources?
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Sounds like something I would do.
About himself.
Oh, we'll get to your stash here in a while. It's like we used to have this joke, and I was doing radio. It'd be Hall & Oates and Oates' stash. That's what we'd call it.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Jory Berg in the house today.
Good.
Joy!
Just getting to hang out and have a good time here.
I love his shirt. Check out his shirt.
I know,
That is so cool.
and it's so Christmassy looking
Yeah.
too. That
Yeah.
is neat.
It's not a very good ugly sweater because it looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a non-ugly ugly sweater.
Not
Is that a
ugly.
thing?
It is now.
Okay.
We're going to brand it like that now.
Well, I was going to text you.
Yeah.
Do you got any air fresheners left for the vehicles?
No, we need to order more. I've been saying that for like 2 years.
Yeah, I keep
Like
them.
the last
I keep
4
the
times.
non.
Those have gotten, that probably went fast, I bet. Those had to have gone fast.
Yeah, they didn't last very
Yeah,
long.
I still
Yeah.
have like 3 of them hanging in my truck. They don't smell anymore, but I like them. They're
Yeah,
cool looking.
they're cool looking.
So I keep them in there.
Yeah.
All right. Want to talk a little bit about last week. We did the tribute show to Don Mack. We were at the funeral.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is it the right thing to say? What a great funeral. But it was it was good to get together with a lot of people.
Right.
To see the entire Mack family there was pretty neat. He's going to be missed, and I'm sure we'll be hearing more about that in the next season. But yeah, let's see more. Okay, let's get on with the show. How'd your Thanksgiving go, by the way?
I ate a lot. Added a lot of left side percentage to my car. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I went up north to St. Thomas. My Uncle Scott and Aunt Sandy had us at their shop, and with my whole Berg side of the family.
Yep.
So we went up there and spent time with them, and haven't seen them in a while. So
How about Christmas? Big plans?
eat.
Yeah.
No, not that I know of. We're supposed to talk about it this weekend because we're all gathering at my dad's house to watch the Dome. So
Oh,
we'll figure it out
sure.
for there.
You ever think about going down there running that?
Yeah, we tried to get voted in this year, but we started a little late campaigning for it. So maybe next year.
Okay.
But I think next year, whether we bring a car or not, we're just going to go with the hangout.
Sure.
I sponsored some cars going down there.
Oh,
so-
did you? I know Dustin is down there, but he said he was helping somebody. I don't know who he
Yeah.
went down there with, but
Scott Vince.
oh,
Yep.
sure, Scotty.
Vince is back in the Millennium, so
Oh yeah, the
Dustin's
redheaded
down there.
rebel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going down there to check it out and make sure everything runs well for him.
Yep,
He's got his
yep.
on-site mechanic then there.
wow.
That place gets rough.
Yeah.
When I watched it online and stuff, that track gets rough, but it's
Up on the wheel and aggressive.
that's right.
That's
you go.
kind of what
It's-
we're used to
It's
around
go
here.
time, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler
Scrunch your
Peterson
butt
does
cheeks
good
together
there.
and go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Clamp.
Tyler did good there, and
Right?
you know, Joseph did good there. And
Yes.
the guys from around here always seem to do pretty good. So.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit before we talk about you. Another kart racing season in the books. It seems like that is something. Like I was telling him earlier today, I ran into Kenny Johnson this morning, and Kenny loves Jory for some reason, but. He says you're great to have around the track, but you really get into that, helping the kids with the go-karts. And how'd the season go for you, or for her?
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that I really get into it. I'm there participating.
Well, you do your best.
Yeah, I park
I think
next
it's
to
Dad.
Yeah, he's more intense than I am.
Well, yeah.
We argue more at the go-kart track than we do at the big track.
Really?
Yeah, about the two girls racing.
So is anybody taking a punch at each other at the go-kart track?
No,
because then Kenny would get in the middle of it.
Yeah, no, that hasn't happened there. But the punch heard around the world about the Dilly Bar down in Arizona. That's hopefully that doesn't happen this year when we go. Knock my teeth
around the
loose
world.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Stephen Ader Olson. Hey, guys. Nick Curtis, good morning, all. Greetings from the Stephen Ader Olson.
Yeah.
Getting back to the karts, good year, learning year. How did it go for you, and how did it go for her?
My niece Harper, she got better through the year.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie got she got one win.
Oh, wow.
And then she was on tour.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened to be the season opener that she got her win. So
Oh, wow.
She was just kind of.
Yeah.
I think she's like a one-win kind of person. She gets it, and then she wants her friends to win. She says.
Oh, really?
So I mean, she doesn't have the competitive spirit.
She's
like
too
we
nice to
want
be
her.
a race car driver.
I wish she was a little bit more aggressive. 'Cause that's mainly the reason me and my dad get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we push her pretty hard to do the right thing when she's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're pretty animated on the fence around
Sure.
the corners, and she'll watch us and keep an eye on us, and she'll start doing stuff. But then, you know, I think that the other kids have got it figured out a little faster than her.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's fine. She's having fun, and that's all that matters. But-
Exactly.
and I don't really know what I'm doing with the go-kart anyways.
Uh-huh.
And I never really did. Even when I was a kid, it was mainly relied on my dad for that because I was a kid. I ran around all the time.
Right.
And now that my daughter's racing and my niece is racing, I really wish I would have paid attention.
Yeah.
So I pit next to Richard and Jenny Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wayne.
sure. Good people, too. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably get sick of me about 2 races in because I'm like, Richard, what do I do?
Picking their
Like,
brains?
Yeah, like, what do I do? And
Yeah.
I had to get tires and rims and a clutch from Dickie, and I finally paid him back. You know?
Yeah.
But they come to the outlaw race with us, and we just hang out. And then on the other side, we got Dan Mankey over there. So, you know,
Oh, yeah.
I ask everybody questions. And
Sure. Well, why not? Now, is any of this knowledge that you're learning rubbing off on Ross? Is he there usually too on Wednesday nights?
Ross kind of understands what we're like with racing.
Yeah.
So like Harper's dad, Ross, he's more in the grandstands because he
Sure.
doesn't. I don't think he wants to get in the middle of it.
Right.
But
He's the
man.
kind of guy that would think, well, I'm just probably in the way.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
so
super
nice.
guy. Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
super nice, and I think he enjoys more of like watching Harper do it and be happy.
Yeah.
Than being involved in the pure chaos that
Sure.
is around go-karts because it is. It's
Yeah, I'm hoping to see Ross tomorrow night. We're going to be at Ross's neighbors, just to the west, making Kahlua. And so, yeah, I'm guessing Ross probably got an invite. Stephen Lewis says, Jory's kids have a great coach. She used to beat me on a weekly basis in the early 2000s. Stephen Ader, I miss you guys. I need to get on the show again. And I talked to Mike Speaker about getting you guys back up here again, Stephen Ader. So hopefully, Jonathan Elmore, John, and not John, Trevor, say hello to Jory. Okay.
Those are my Lavash sponsors on Friday nights.
Ah.
So they're from the gate.
Oh.
So they bring me 4 Lavashes, and I have way more friends than I ever knew I had by the time those
Well,
things show up.
Lavash. I
And then
mean,
but as soon as it's gone, they're gone.
yeah. Oh, of course.
So
Yeah.
buying my friends at the racetrack.
That's why you don't. Yeah. Don't think if you had beer in that cooler too. I mean, oh my God, they
we
wouldn't
would never
leave.
get them out of the trailer.
No.
Yeah.
Man,
Lavash and beer. We might as well just open a Southgate Mobile.
gosh, I love Lavash. You eat it a lot.
Yeah, every Friday.
Do you? Well, I suppose every Friday.
Well, yeah.
Okay. See, Paul, can we get a shot of one of the pictures here?
Ooh,
if
a
we
picture?
can.
Ooh.
Might even be a little video. Somebody new
a
coming in are going to be racing cars this year.
Oh, yes.
And it's one of your old cars. If you want to explain a little bit about it here while we're showing this, if we can. Yeah, if we can. And then we'll wait with this picture till towards the end of the show. That's the one we're really going to have fun with.
Is it?
No.
Well, the perfect person to do it to is the guy that's on today. That's perfect. Here we go.
Now, was this the first time she started the car on her own, fired it up?
Yeah, I made her get in it. And
Okay.
I said, you got to get in. You got to kind of hear it and feel it from the seat. Otherwise, you'll just kind of never understand it. And that's part of being comfortable, too, is getting in it. I told her how to do everything. She fired it right up. She sat there and soaked it all in, really, which is pretty good.
Yeah. And why don't you just say who got the car?
Kenna.
Yeah.
Kenna got
Kinda
it.
got it.
Yep.
So this is going to be awesome. I
That's
can't
so
wait.
cool.
And I know after talking to Kenna's mom this morning, you're going to kind of maybe help mentor a little bit this year. And I tell you what, just for a confidence boost right there, I think would be huge to have somebody like him.
Gosh.
You know, because I mean, how old is she? Is she
13?
Is she going to be younger than Tucker Peterson when he started? I wonder.
Or is she 15?
14 or 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you gotta be
I'm
14.
guessing.
You gotta be 14 to race,
I
yeah.
don't think she has a license, at least.
No, you don't have to have a license, I don't think, because
Yeah.
Tucker never did. But I'm sure Kayla, she's probably going to be.
I think that's so
chirping
cool.
in here.
I think that's pretty cool to do that. And then if you look, if you see where Jory parks and the people that park beside him, the knowledge, the plethora of knowledge that's in that row is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got Jory, you got Jory's dad, you got Steve Rosica right next to him. It's been mechanicking for years. Nate's there. Like, holy crap,
Yeah,
man.
Reynolds on the other side.
Reynolds
of me.
Nate Reynolds is there
Sure.
too. It's just unbelievable knowledge is sitting there right there.
Kaylee did reply, well, that was a crappy quality. It kind of was. I was pretty emotional to watch those two in that moment. We're pretty lucky to have him helping us out. She's 14, by the way.
14.
And Amanda Jo Enright is one of your bot friends. She says, great lavash.
Yeah.
I'm pumped up thinking of the season though to watch her come out.
Oh, I am
I mean,
too.
that is going to be pretty phenomenal. To what she's done at the go-kart track and how competitive she is and how much she does, just the online presence she has, to see her grow up and do that into the Bees mods,
Yep.
it's going to be pretty remarkable to see
Yep.
that.
She
And
got
I
a
think
good car.
she got a great
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I think
I
that
was
car.
excited to see that car come back because when the Montanezes bought it from me, they
Yeah.
knew the history of that car.
Mm-hmm.
They had known the things that I did with it with the Wild West shootout and all
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff.
won that one. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so they wanted to buy it, and they wanted to buy it turnkey, and we sold it to them. We loaded them up with a bunch of parts, which they ended up getting all of them back
Yeah,
pretty much,
yeah.
and a bunch of new tires and stuff. And like when we looked at it, I just told them, I was like, this thing is the same way it left, and it came back.
So they
the
didn't
same
run
way.
it at all.
Oh, they ran,
They
what,
ran
maybe 10
10
races?
5 times each year.
Yeah.
And then last year he ran it 5 times, so a total of 10 races, and he almost won his first feature with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a good car. I love that car.
All right. That's it. Just it's gonna be crazy to think, and oh my goodness, emotional for family there when she gets out there and does
Yeah.
that thing.
Oh, gosh,
just
I
to
know.
see- oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
We just
Get
gotta
a first win next year.
get her at some test and tunes and break the nerves at test and tunes and get
I
her over
suppose.
to
Hit
space.
everyone
Yep.
you can, yeah.
Yeah, get to Devil's Lake. They do a lot down there. You
Yeah.
can run that for
Maybe Buffalo River.
Buffalo River
yeah.
could do it.
Yeah, that's kind of what we had planned on with them, was to run all the test and tunes and them chase us around when we go to Fargo and Buffalo River,
Yeah.
Grand Forks, Devil's
Sure.
Lake. We're gonna hit. I hit all of them every year because I run into all the seat time I can get.
Right,
you know?
right.
Get the rust off a little bit from the winter.
Yeah, take her with, and if she's not comfortable yet,
Mm-hmm.
we had kind of talked about her running the trophy class on Saturdays in Devil's Lake.
That would be a great start.
Yeah.
And that's so
And that's
cool
what
that they
that's
offer
for.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. She says, Jory offered up to help. I told him he's going to get sick of us bothering him, but
I don't think so.
It all comes around. I mean, we just talked about how it is
Yeah.
at the go-kart track.
Yeah, just don't eat all my lavash.
Yeah.
Just leave me like a slice or two, and we're good.
I'll give you all the racing stuff you need, but get your
Yeah.
hands off my damn lavash.
I tell you, you look at a role model in this racing world we have. The one we got across the table from us is a pretty damn good one.
Oh, yeah.
So
Definitely.
I think you're going to have a great teacher. I don't think he's ever going to get tired of you because he's going to want to see people succeed just as much as he has.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And-
I
and-
can't wait, dude. This is awesome.
You
This
know,
is
and
cool.
that's one of those deals. You help them out as much as you can, and the first day, when they beat you, you quit
Yeah.
offering help, right?
I actually did that this summer with Jaden Varnson.
You have to.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
said, I'll help you till you beat me. And
Help.
I was helping him, and I offered him some advice, and we went out there, and he beat me, and
you're done.
you're done.
Yeah. Go
Like, that's
find
it.
somebody
Go
else.
for it, buddy. Good job. See you later.
The one night I help him, he beats me, and I'm like, shit, I needed that one. I got second to him too. It's like, that's embarrassing.
God damn.
Go leech your info off of somebody else now. That's how it was when I was learning how to catfish. All these guys in the leagues and tournaments, they taught me what they could and everything until you beat them, and then they won't even look at you. It's like, wow.
Hey,
Thought we were
doing?
friends. It's like, okay, so you ever follow Jory's Facebook page, the Boxer Brand Facebook page? It's hilarious because they posted a video of him with a GoPro in the car, passing somebody doing, the old little, hey. I was like, that would be the friend Jory would be. He'd help you out and be like, okay, you're doing good, following you. He's like, okay, I'm done. He follows you. Hey, good job, buddy. See ya.
That was kind of funny. We just found that. Like, I don't know. We put it on TikTok. I think it's at
Yeah.
9,000 views. So, I mean.
Speaking of a lot of views, Living Like Outlaws, Wes Irwin just texted in, Ken is a rock star, and I still don't know what the hell lavash is.
Well,
oh, boy.
You come here twice, buddy. Let's get it for you.
Yeah. You just bypass the wings one meal and have lavash. What lavash is, it's almost like pizza on cracker bread, but way better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to get pizza with the thickest stuffed crust you could get. Now I'm old. All that does is just get in the way of all the good shit. So I like lavash because it's so thin.
It's a thinner crust than a thin crust?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I've never had. I've seen it.
You've never had lavash either?
I've seen it.
What the
You've
hell
never
is
made
wrong
it
with
down
these
there?
people?
Even he's made it down there.
I've always made it down there.
Even Tommy's made it down there for lavash.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're the only guy.
I haven't made it.
And
yet.
Wes.
And Wes.
Wes, yeah. Come on, Wes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? You guys aren't racing. Where you at? The gate's right down the road.
Pretty soon it's going to be a lavash count, not a win count. Yeah.
See, Wes is down where it's warm,
Yeah.
Nice.
and there's
Smart.
no snow.
Yeah.
We just-
He's smart.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Jory, Jesus.
We're all sitting here building snowmen, and he's over there
Wearing
on the beach.
sweatshirts and sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kaylee says it's the stuff I order when we go to Parrots K. I haven't been able to get him to try it. So maybe next year.
You got to do it, buddy, just one time.
Yeah. You talk about getting rid of one old car. Well, what do you got planned for this coming season? The car you drove this past year? Do you got something new, or what's up for this next year, Jory?
Oh, we had such a good year last year.
Yeah.
We kept the car that we had last year for the last 2 years. We're going to take that to Arizona and see how that goes and kind of reevaluate from there. And
Okay.
and see, we always said that, if we bought a new car, we'd sell it in 2 years. So maybe when we come back from Arizona, we might sell it. Might get something new. It'll be another Millennium through Dustin or a Mullins or whatever.
Sure.
Through Dustin.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to stick with that program because...
Well, I mean, it's
found
right
it at
here.
home.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's
so
right here,
nice.
and he's so good for the help, Okay, well, let's talk a little bit. Oh, Chewy says hello from Minnesota. Chewy's a Minnesotan now,
What?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you follow him on Facebook?
No, I tried to stay
Jeff
away from
Cornels, hey, buddy, we miss you guys. We talk about
guy.
last year. You had a great year. 48 events.
Amazing year.
Yeah, 4 wins, 30 top 5s, 37 top 10s. Was thinking you should change your number to B2 instead of BO. 13 second place finishes last year.
So we did that Midco Motorsports deal or whatever.
Yep.
In that Taylor Budge.
Yep.
She's a super nice person. We were just kind of talking, and she goes, "In my notes here, it says that you're notorious for taking second." And that was at the beginning of the year, so I blame her for cursing me. And I actually ran into her at a hockey game.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, up on the suite level before she was going, because she does the intermission reports,
Yep.
now.
Sure.
And she goes, I'm sorry I cursed you. I was like, yeah,
She
you
even
really
knew.
did.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
I figured you'd have said something more clever because you're quick always quick. If she says always taking seconds, no, I take those before the races. Yeah.
Oh, no, I do that before, after, during. It don't matter. I am a blue room specialist.
Special.
Yeah.
Wow.
he has the scent at home.
Hey,
Yeah. I
Kevin
bring my own
Pappan.
air fresheners. You guys
Hold
thought
on.
those were for cars. Those are for the blue room.
For the blue room.
Blue room.
I freaking
Oh
love this.
my goodness!
Yep.
Kevin Pappan puts the lavash for Christmas every year, family tradition.
That
I
is
would
so
be,
cool.
I'd
God
be
dang it,
perfectly
I'm
happy
sorry.
with that.
That's
I'll
actually
get down
a pretty
there.
good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good idea.
See, I drive the golf cart and I drive right by Jory's trailer, and it's so full of people. I feel like I'm intruding if I walk through there. So I was like,
Open invite. They
I
roll
know.
out the red carpet for cinnamon.
cinnamon's always available.
I know.
Yeah.
There you go. Get
wait.
there early and wait for them to roll in, and then
You
that
wait.
way you're there right when they open up that
Yep.
door, and
Yep.
you're the 1st
I'll
one
even
there.
take my shirt off like Bert Kreischer if I get in there first.
Oh boy, I want to get down there for that.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
No, I don't.
That's the only way I'd get in there.
5:30 is about when it shows up. So just
5:30?
right there, 5:30 if you're going to show up without a shirt on. We don't want you to be standing there all day without one on.
No, I think it'd be good because I could sneak down there between features then.
If you don't have a shirt on, you ain't sneaking anywhere.
Go from cinnamon to sunburn.
Well, I like the name cinnamon. My dad asked me, "Where'd you get cinnamon from?" Oh, Dad, long story. Like,
Does that involve a blue room?
Champagne room.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We talked about the 48 events, 4 wins, 3 top 5s, 37 top 10s. You won in Devil's Lake, River Cities Speedway. Here's the impressive part. I mean, it's all impressive so far, Jory, but River Cities Speedway track champion, Devil's Lake track champion, and North Dakota champion. How about that?
yes,
It's a good year.
it's a great year.
Not a bad
Great
year. Have you ever been the North Dakota champ before?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
back
back
to
to
back
back.
now.
Oh, that's back to back. That is
he's
right.
back to
Back to back. And I see Austin was right behind you. Who finished second the first time?
Lucas.
Okay.
Lucas.
Okay.
Lucas,
Okay.
yeah, because they were last year. It was a tough year because you raced like 4 shows in a week, and I think Buffalo River's racing again, and you didn't know if you said I remember you and I talking. If it was close, you're going to go on a Sunday. If it wasn't close, but you went down on Sunday and raced. So you raced 5 nights in 1 week.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. And go-karts in between.
And go-karts in between that. I mean, imagine that. That was 2 years ago when you won the first one.
Yeah.
And last year, I think you just pretty much sustained everything because top 5s make big dividend in that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we seem to have our Devil's Lake and our Grand Forks package figured out.
I
And,
think so.
Absolutely do.
I think so. You were racing in the back of the pack, and I think my brother was up there, and I was like, "You watch that BO car; it'll be top 5 here in like 3 laps." And sure as shit, 3 laps, you were top 5, and I was like, "Why does that happen?" And I'm like, "Well, watch him. He doesn't freaking lift anymore. Look, he's got to figure it out. It's done. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't lift anymore. Yeah, you just tell. And once he's got the car figured out, I remember watching it in Devil's Lake when I was announcing there. When he's got that car figured out, and you never lifted the whole flipping time. And I think you and I talk later, like you're more worried about the motor because you got to let it breathe.
Yeah.
And you didn't let that breathe that one feature race.
No.
And it was just amazing to watch
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Now, if you could just figure out Casino Speedway, right?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, God. Now we got to bring that in?
Yeah, bring that up.
What
Yeah,
the
that
hell?
was pretty embarrassing.
I was having fun till right then.
Yeah, this was a good time, and then this just went to shit.
Yeah. Well, see you guys.
Well, you think that's embarrassing? Just wait, buddy. We got more coming.
Oh,
for
I
you.
love this.
No, I mean, I just had to bring it up because and it was all in fun, you know that. But we talk about figuring out a track, and then I just had to, and for some reason it ended up in my notes. I don't know how that happened.
Well,
but,
you knew that was going to come up in the...
Somebody I know must have told you about that because that was pretty bad. Like I went out in the heat race.
Yeah.
And I was like, this place, it's not going to be that bad. So I think I went like 6th or 5th to 2nd. And I was like, shit. And then you redrew before the scale, and I redrew the number 1. I was like, oh, here we go. You know, I'm good.
Yep.
And I went into the first corner, and the guy was ahead of me. And then the next corner, I threw a big slide job on him, and I was gone.
Yeah.
And then I stepped on it. Like 6 laps later, I was like, God, you know, we might be able to do something here. And then I fell back to like 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
And anyone that's been to casino knows that there's really no room.
Yeah.
It's a wall. It's high bank. The corners are super tight. And things happen. Like Grand Forks, things happen fast. Devil's Lake, things happen really fast.
Yeah.
Casino is, I need to be a lot quicker before I go back there because, I mean, you're bending a car so hard to get into a corner.
Yeah.
There's just no recovering if something happens in front of you. And
Oof da.
guy spun out. I went to turn it to go up the track towards the wall.
Yeah.
And realized that there's a big
There's a
cushion.
wall.
Yeah, there's a big cushion of dirt.
Yeah, it's over the
a
wall.
There was a lane to get around him, but I couldn't get the car to drive over
the dirt.
cushion.
Yeah.
And I ran right into the side of him.
I'm going to be honest with you. All I did was look at my race pass, and I started looking at your results from the year, and I went, wait a minute. I remember him saying something about that day because I think you came back the next day and you ran a lot better, or was it the day before?
No, that weekend we all went down. Well, it was like
That's right.
Trey Hess and Barker.
Yep.
And I don't remember who else. I think we talked to the Thomases. They were going, and we were like, yeah, we'll go down there and we'll make a big swing out of it because they had a 2-day show. They rained out. And we're gonna head over to Granite City, and then they rained out because at that point we were kind of looking at national points, just trying to stay in the top 10. And It rained out, and luckily it did because I wrecked a lot of shit.
Yeah. Did you pay attention to how you finished nationally? I didn't look.
Yeah, I went to the banquet. We finished 7th out of 690 some.
Man, that's worth some applause right there.
That's good.
That's crazy.
When you look at what he said there, he stepped on it.
Well, we all know what that means.
Yeah, if you're a real race fan, you understand what he said there. We're just trying to be G-rated.
And Kenna, you won't have that issue.
No, just run out of talent.
Yeah. There you go. I like how he said, cross his finger, run out of talent.
Yeah.
You just gotta let it roll off your tongue.
Yeah.
There you
go.
gotta make it, if you screw up, you gotta make it sound fancy so it's not so bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sounds like you did pretty good.
Unless you talk for a living, and then they know. Now, these championships, the track championships, North Dakota, what do they mean to you? I mean, besides, it's got to help, I would think, making sponsorship maybe a little easier, or are you one of those guys that, and I don't think you are by any means, in fact, I'm sure you're not, you probably don't introduce yourself as, hi, I'm Jory Berg, I drive the BO, and I am the River Cities Speedway champion, I'm the Devil's Lake champion, I'm North Dakota champion.
Yeah, I don't see him doing that.
That's not you, but what do they really mean to you, all these championships? I mean, you guys put a lot of work and time and money and energy into this stuff, and it's kind of nice when it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but going back to the kind of guy I am, I got the Wild West Shootout trophies, the hat, the Rebel Tour trophy, the big check, like a bunch of big checks and state championship trophies and jackets and track championship jackets, state championship jackets. They're all upstairs at my dad's house. I haven't hung a single one of them up.
Really?
I don't wear my championship jackets. I don't hang my trophies up. My dad, those are his. If he wants to display them, he can.
Wow.
The thing about winning championships and all that stuff and feature wins, that stuff all stays at my dad's because that means more. How do you put it? It means more to me to get them for him.
Sure.
Because
More of appreciation type of thing.
He's got as much of everything we just mentioned. He's got as much invested as you do, as the time, the effort, the money, all of that stuff.
More.
Okay.
More.
Yeah.
I mean, he did 42 years in the military.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
raced 30 plus years, and he was never able to chase a championship because he had guard duty or flood duty, like things like that. He was never able to do that, like at the level we're doing it now, to chase championships. So for me to win championships,
Sure.
it's not
Yeah,
me,
that's awesome.
it's us.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Yeah. See, now this is the kind of crap that Kenny Johnson was talking about this morning. How what kind of guy this guy is right here, and that's amazing. Jenny Barnes says, hi, Kaylee. Yeah, I don't want to hear anyone telling her to step on it. I'm nervous enough. Eric Haugland asked Jory about the time in Vado when Tim had to help him fasten his lap belts.
Oh, shit. See, I knew something was up when, so I gained a little bit of weight when I had my back surgery.
Yep.
And Brian Strand and my dad, I was in my car, and I hadn't strapped in this thing since we quit racing that October. I had back surgery.
Oh, sure.
I didn't do no gym, no nothing for 2 months. I sat on my ass on my couch watching TV.
Like they told you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually busted out my PS2 and started Grand Theft Auto Vice City and beat it from the beginning. And I'm not a gamer.
And then you're hooked.
Yeah, that's how bored I was.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot do anything. Except for eat cheeseburgers and Cheetos, and I did that.
Yep.
And I gained a lot of weight. So I put my suit on for the first time in Vado. Like we drove, we planned this. I think like 2 days. Dustin had headers.
Never seen an Under Armour fire suit before.
Yeah, stretchy. I need a stretchy one. But Dustin had these.
Jeans.
He had these mufflers that were ready for like Vado certified mufflers that we could have. And I looked at my dad. I was like, "Should we buy them?" I said, "We can go."
Yeah.
He's like, "Can you get the time off of work?" I said, "Oh yeah, I can get the time off of work. Let's go." 2 days before we were leaving, we were welding headers, the mufflers onto the headers.
Yeah.
And I am in no shape whatsoever to be in a car, but I was like, "Okay, this would be a good test to make sure my back is going to work." And then we went to Arizona after. That was kind of a plan to make sure, but never checked anything inside the cockpit to see. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm still in good shape. I'm not this fat kid,
Right.
I get down there, I go to strap in for hot laps. I can't get my lap belt. And when I say I can't get my lap belt, I mean I'm like 2 inches away from getting my lap belt.
Oh boy.
I got Brian Strand through the passenger side window, and my dad on the other side, and they're pushing these lap belts together to get this thing to strap. And Brian Strand is punching me in the stomach, telling me to suck it in, suck it in. As he's punching me in the stomach, just telling me that I'm too fat and I need to quit eating Cheetos. Like, he's body shaming me as he's strapping my belts, you know? So Brian's hanging through the window, and Eric and all those guys are sitting in the corner. Preston car, they're all laughing at me because they're like, what an idiot. You come all the way down here and you didn't even check. Go out for the first session of hot laps, get ran over in hot laps by a local guy. And just, I mean.
Well, it's like he couldn't avoid you.
Yeah. Like, the first thing my dad said, he goes, what, you gonna let that guy run you over, or was your belly hitting the steering wheel? I was like, holy shit.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, it was
that's a great story.
That was a rough trip.
We've kind of been in the same boat. I've had a couple of back surgeries, but
me
obviously,
too.
did it help? I mean, did it fix you?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Last year, it felt, I think it made a big difference in my racing.
Yeah.
Was it a discectomy? Is that what they did?
Discectomy and laminectomy.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Marie Stewart waving says, nice boxcar Christmas merchandise. Carry on Trough, Group and I carry on. Great show today. And Kevin Pappenfuss, it was always fun racing with Tim and the family, became great friends. This is turning out to be, it's great to have the gang back together again here.
That's awesome.
Dirty Thursday, we're going to take a little
I'm
break.
laughing so hard.
Yeah. We have got more, believe me, we have got more to talk about. Talk a little bit about Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're down on 32nd Avenue. I love this place. I bring my truck there quite often. I'm usually in and out of there in about 20 minutes. Run in there for a quick oil change. I tell them, hey, GFBS, Grand Forks Best Source sent me. So right off the bat, they knocked $10 off my oil change. And while they're changing my oil, they're topping off my fluids, checking my tires, my battery, lights, wipers, my cabin air filter. Maybe you're a fleet owner, you'll get a discount. If you're in the military, they're going to hook you up with a discount too. And they can text and email invoices and pick up a delivery available if you live in Grand Forks too, all right? Make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. They're open Monday through Saturday, no appointment needed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for complete oil change and more. 3325 South 38th Street. Or call them up, 701-780-8462. Again, tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. Jory Berg drives the BO Wissota Midwest Modified, your River Cities Speedway track champion,
Diet
your
Coke.
Devil's Lake champion,
Diet Coke.
and your North Dakota champion, all here today. You talk about possibly getting a new car for this year, but
Weight loss program.
yeah.
I want to join
I was
that
at
one.
the gym this morning. Thank you very much.
Pilates,
I ate a
Pilates
salad
planks.
yesterday.
Did
believe it or
you?
not.
No
Yeah.
way. I love salad.
See,
It was great.
I've had 2 back surgeries as well, and I've gained the weight, and I've never lost it. So first back surgery was like 2012. Gained a bunch of weight. Like, well, whatever. Part of the whole process. 2021, I had back surgery again.
Wasn't that an addictomy?
Yeah, that was that one. That's the one. The first one.
Yep. See, I had the opposite. The first one didn't take. Anyway.
Yeah. But it's
There we go. Or more like this.
you have the want one. And then I gained more weight, and that's what I am today. So it's like I totally get what you're saying, but yeah, you look back, you don't look at yourself as like you see yourself every day. It's like I didn't gain no weight. That was good. But
So-
that's a freaking awesome story.
Now you know how I felt going to New Mexico.
Yeah,
There you go.
Go all the way down there, and I don't got bungee cords around me just to make sure I get my belt on.
When you said you had 2 back surgeries,
Yeah.
I same thing, 2 within 13 months.
Yep.
And they told me before my second one that it's very common if you have the procedure we had done that
Yes.
the disc above or below will go right away again, and that's what happened to me. Knock on wood, it's been a while for you now, and everything's good, so you should be good to go. I didn't want to bring you down anymore
No,
after
just keep
talking
taking
about
care
that.
of yourself. If you're working out, you're great.
Yep,
If you stop
yep.
working out, you're screwed.
Yeah, well, with me, my
100%
first
what they
back
told me.
surgery, I was on my riding lawnmower 3 days after I got out of the hospital.
Dumbass.
Stupid. Yeah, if you wonder why
Dumbass.
I'm in there 13 months later having another one done. My face hurts from laughing at you 3 stooges. Amanda Joe. I've already been on the phone with her too.
We're not funny.
Got Curly over here.
I think this is just funny. You talking about Arizona
Bald
again?
headed everything. Good one. That's another one. Goodness sakes.
I grew up on stuff like that.
Oh, that's good.
Stagecoach, like me and my grandpa, we watched 3 Stooges and Stagecoach.
Yeah.
My other grandpa, we watched John Wayne together.
Well, wasn't there a song? wasn't it? Who did it? It was about the Three Stooges and about Curly or somebody going knock, knock, knock. Anyway, back to Arizona this year.
Must have been
Plans
your first
for
one.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Casa Grande. I think we're going to leave around the 13th, and then we'll be down there. We'll race 6 days. You can catch that on Speed Sport TV with the boxcar stuff. We're going to be trying to go
Love it.
live, and then there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen here in the next year with boxcar and partnering with a couple people and sponsors, and hopefully
Okay.
put out a lot more content.
In my notes here, I wanted to ask you, talk about the Boxcar brand. How did this evolve? How did it ever come about in the first place? And how is the name Boxcar even involved with anything? I have a friend back home. We call him Boxcar. We have forever, so that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I don't know. Me and Kale just kind of one day, everyone was telling us, oh, that's not going to work during COVID times to sell shirts and turn a profit back and give back to racing because you went to a racetrack, there wasn't anyone in the stands.
No, I know.
So
Right.
everything that we sold went back into the tracks or racing or promoting and the little guy.
Yeah.
Like buying them a tire. Like the guys that are struggling to get by, but that's what they want to do during the COVID. And that's like our one getaway from the COVID bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We just wanted to be at a racetrack, all of us. Every racer, it doesn't
Yep.
matter what form of racing. All we cared about was getting back to a racetrack. So we started selling shirts and hats and everything that we made, we put back into another product, and then the rest went into racing.
Right.
Whether it was, sponsoring
Not a
$100.
big money maker for you and your partner. This is to share it.
I think the aspect of when you went into this was just give back to the racing community, and you didn't. I don't think you thought it was going to take off this big.
No, actually, it's like
This is big.
a couple years ago, me and Kale were both kind of like, oh, we really got to pump the brakes on this. Neither of us have time to be doing this and promoting races and stuff and
Right.
giving it as much as we did. But now it's kind of like everyone's pounding down the door. We don't really have a choice anymore. So
Right.
and it's a good thing to have, but
You're going to have to get a merch trailer pretty soon.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
We actually want a van.
You have to hire somebody,
Like
huh?
a free candy van.
Hey, there you go.
Just don't put any stickers on nothing. Just do white.
Yep.
Just white,
Just
no
a white,
windows.
no windows.
And then the only thing is me and a mustache. I'm gonna slide the door open. I'm like, "What shirt you want?"
I was gonna
and
say-
then I'm gonna slam it shut as soon as you pay me.
I was going to say,
What you want?
Yeah. You ever
Okay, bye.
You ever
that's
see
it.
those fake eyelashes like on a Volkswagen Beetle? You could put a big mustache on the grill. That'd be perfect.
Jory pulling up to a racetrack, just a white out van, tinted out front windows. He pulls up there with all his boxcar merch, opens the doors like, "Hey, everybody!" And I'm like, "Oh God,
Come whip it around the track with you during the
yeah,
buses.
that'd be great. we
Oh,
could do
boy.
that.
That's
Yeah.
another let's talk about that. The
Get
buses
a
at River
boxcar
Cities.
flag.
I want to get a bus that just is black and white boxcar bus. Like we've talked
Yeah,
about that,
yeah.
and all it's gonna do is haul those kids around all the time.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
like the future of racing.
Hey, I
like
think
I
we-
see those guys
yeah.
come by. I try
Oh,
to stop that
absolutely.
bus every time and
Yep.
hand them driver cards or like I got my big tray of candy. Yeah, I'm sure the parents hate me by the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Dentists
Well,
Kids
love me.
bouncing off the
Next
walls.
time I drive a bus around and I have a bus full of kids, I'll just stop by your trailer and yell at you, and you can get on.
Yeah, we'll just go
That'd
for
be
a ride.
perfect. That'd be
Just
awesome.
bring me back before the heat race or the B main starts.
Well,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure it's not the first race of the year, so your seatbelts fit.
Yeah.
Chelsea says, "Hey, little brother."
Oh, yeah.
Jenny Barnes, Boxcar brand is the best. People are a bit weird, but whatever. We're not going to call them weird, Jenny. We're going to call them unique. How's that?
That's right.
It's better.
I like
Jenny says it's everywhere, especially the stickers. And that's not a bad problem to have.
No.
You're out there, man.
No.
Everybody knows. Okay, we talked a little bit about the Boxcar brand.
The exotic stuff is funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got to talk about that. We did
need
Joey Exotic. Oh my
We need
God.
to do more of that, I think. I think we need like more Jory exotics.
Yeah.
Can you get like a funky animal or something? Or what's going to be so exotic about you?
I think it's just my attitude on life is pretty exotic.
I agree with that.
pretty
I agree with
exotic.
that.
Exotic.
And then my hand gestures inside the car, as we seen on TikTok.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We were talking about that, and I'm pretty animated in a car. Like, I'm
Very much so.
waving around, like doing hand signals, waving at pit
Flipping
lizards
me
in the
off.
stands.
He does that.
Are you
Flipping
French?
everybody off. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, because
No, I'm
French.
just kidding.
Because French people do that. They talk a lot.
I think I'm native. I don't really know anymore.
Oh, let's don't go down that road. Oh God.
Yeah, I am too. I'm a French Canadian Indian.
Are ya?
And a German. Yeah, or a
Yeah,
Métis.
but you get no
Yeah.
benefits.
No,
Pembina
nothing.
Hills, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom's from Walhalla. So.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That works.
See, my great grandparents, we used to do the holidays at
Norwegian.
their place.
We can tell.
Okay, just making sure.
Everything was spoke French at the table
Yeah.
at my great grandparents when I was a kid. What isn't exotic about Jory, according to Amanda?
100% Amanda.
Yeah. Brian Nordrum. Good morning, guys. Man, I'm glad we got all these people watching today. We talked a little bit about the boxcar brand. Now, and Paul, we might need you to get ready here. We need to talk a little bit about the Mustache Mafia. I mean, it's
that's so
pretty
cool.
obvious. Look at the mustache. But how did the name Mustache Mafia come up?
I think I've just had a mustache for so long that one day I just curled it all up, and everyone was asking like, "What's going on?" I was like, I'm starting a mafia. It's the Mustache Mafia, and it just kind of like took
stuck.
away.
So, are you gonna have you're gonna have to wear a mustache for the rest of your life, dude?
It's literally like part of me now. I don't even think I can take it off. I think it'll just kill me
Okay,
in my
let's
sleep
take
if I
a
do.
let's take a
not
look at this
take it off.
picture. See if
It'd
we
be
got
weird.
this. Holy, what the hell is that?
That's a dirt stash. Yep. That's old.
Holy cow.
It looks like is that your younger brother or something?
Yeah, that's my skinnier twin brother.
It's
We don't let him out of the basement though.
yeah.
I mean, I
Not a lot
don't.
of sun there.
You know, I've known you for a while, but I don't know
awesome.
if I remember you ever looking like that. I don't know. Probably, but I close my eyes and I think about Jory Berg. What I'm looking at is what I think about. You know, that's how you look to me, and I don't know if I ever remember you looking like that.
This is weird.
How long ago was that for him? Do you know?
That was probably like 2016-ish.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And I think I let my daughter shave it off actually.
Oh, because Kale says that's before he was exotic.
Yeah. Yeah. But I had mustaches before that. Like as soon as I could grow a mustache, I would always have like a little dirt stash, and it drove everybody nuts.
Right.
And I've never been one for like having a nice beard or having a nice mustache. Like I'm the one that's sitting here spit curling it with my fingers. Although at the banquet, I did put some like pomade in it.
You had
curl
to.
it up.
yeah.
I saw a picture.
Yeah.
It was pretty tight.
Kenny Wallace wouldn't let my hand go. He just kept talking to me about some basketball player that had a big curly mustache. And I'm like, the other dude's standing there trying to shake my hand and hand me my trophy. And Kenny Wallace wasn't done with me yet. So he held me there for like a couple minutes just talking with me, which was actually really cool.
That's
I
it was
heard
very
Kenny's
sweet.
a cool dude.
Yeah, it was cool as shit to
Yeah,
have that guy
yeah.
shaking my hand and like
I bet.
interested in my mustache.
I remember when your old man cleaned up last year. I didn't even know who he was.
That
at
threw me
first.
off big, too.
And Jenny Barnes says Bristol didn't know who Tim or Jory were last summer when they both cleaned up. Ran right past them and asked where they were.
Wow, Tim had a huge beard.
I know.
You look like part of the Taliban.
I was-
Homeless.
Carnival's not here for another month and a half.
Yeah, it was bad. And then he shaved it all off. It's like, oh, finally he pays taxes.
Finally, Dad, I can go around now. Not everybody can look at me funny.
Yeah. Like, I'd be driving around in my car and be like, there's a homeless guy with you.
I'm
like,
buying him
"Oh,
lunch."
that's my dad." Picked him up at the mission. I'm going to take him to get some tacos. He seemed cool.
I'm fulfilling a Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. He's like a shelter pet. We're going to take him home, give him a shower, give him a bath.
Hey, we'll foster him for a month or two.
Bought this guy deodorant and conditioner.
Jeez.
Good deed for the year. Gonna write that off on taxes. Yeah. Charitable donation. Scrub homeless guy. Turns out it was my dad.
Oh boy. You ever think about naming your mustache?
No.
Please do.
I don't even know.
How about a couple of examples? Would that be okay?
I feel like you have this buildup going right here, so I don't really have a choice.
Tony Overgod says Timmy was the caddy on Happy Gilmore. Breathe,
Yeah.
Chad Hoff. Breathe, Chad
I'm
Hoff.
trying, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna
Slant
throw out
slightly
some.
to the right.
I'm gonna throw out some mustache names
This is
out there.
usually
Let's
how
see
I
what
am
you
with
think.
Jory, so it's okay.
Let's
about-
name this thing.
How about mouth brow?
I know.
Sounds
Okay,
dirty.
okay.
Yeah, that sounds like something came off a 70s porn star.
Well, does it sound as dirty as Mr. Tickles?
That's probably more fitting.
That's more.
Oh,
How about bro stash?
That's more fun-loving, Mr.
it's too
Tickle.
frat boy.
Or how
Yeah, that's too-
about bro meringue?
It's got the curls on the end.
I'm still
Yeah,
stuck
yeah.
on Mr. Tickles.
Okay, crumb
Sounds like-
catcher.
Crump, nah.
Okay,
That's
how
more of a
about
beard?
Okay, how about lip shadow?
Lip shadow? That's okay. It's like not top 5.
Okay, soup strainer.
That's just disgusting.
It's hard to eat soup with this thing. So
Okay,
it's true.
How about?
Especially with the beard, because you get everything in here.
Yeah.
I eat all day long with the shit that gets caught in my mustache. And the
Oh
beard.
my gosh! I had chicken noodle soup, and like half the noodles were in my beard. So
You
I was
ever
like,
eat wings?
oh
Like
my!
wings?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
boy,
love
yep.
wings.
Yeah, I go to Wings every Monday night with my buddies.
Yeah.
And I'm eating buffalo sauce for like the next
Oh
3
yeah,
days.
yeah. That's
Like I'm
why
going
not?
home, I'm scrubbing it
Yep.
out,
And you can
shampoo
smell
and
it.
conditioning.
You can smell it because right.
It burns your nose.
Smell
Like you
my
get
fingers.
the Caribbean jerk and like
come here,
get a
smell
whiff
this
of
for
it when
me.
you're going home. It's like, oh, sinuses are clear. Like I gotta shower now.
I gotta get rid of this.
You can hide stuff in there.
He's in the shower, just like Jory. What are you doing? Give me 5 more minutes.
Amanda Joe says, "I vote Mr. Tickles."
I think Mr. Tickle sounds like a horrible clown.
Okay. It does.
Wait, time out.
You
He's
talk
got
about
more.
clown
He's
nightmares.
got more.
I got 2 more. Nose neighbor,
That's okay.
or one of my favorites, and this is kind of what we've been talking about, is
the
flavor saver.
Flavor saver. We were just talking about that. That's perfectly fitting.
The flavor saver. I think the flavor saver is more like the original stuff. John, the Mr. Tickles one was like, that's gonna be.
Amanda Joe even said this convo took a right turn quickly.
What do you expect? It's like every time I'm on the show, we're off
we
on
so
some
veer
tangent.
off
Yeah,
so
it's like
times.
we start out with racing. It's all
Yeah.
good and dandy, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's mustaches and Dairy Queen getting punched in the face over a dilly bar.
That's
Things
the
like
good
that.
thing about this show. You watch the racing shows on TV, and it's all about just racing. We like to dig into it a little more than that. Katie Staus, Katie's watching. There are way too many Best of Dirty Thursday clips to choose from this show.
I can't wait. Ooh, I just spit all over.
Should have had a
I'm gonna
mustache.
say it. Cinnamon's a squirter.
Oh!
You spit all over the place. Like my water is now half full again. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
What are you doing?
Just got me so excited.
Never had that happen before.
Mr. Tickles goes better with the proposed van, according to Stephen Lewis. Timmy Schwantz, awesome show. Jory Berg, you two, John Roberts. Where's Tony Obergon? He should be there. Kale, I guess Boxcar brand needs to have a name. Jory's Mustache Contest. Amanda
go.
Joe seconds that. That could be something. Maybe we
could be.
started
I think
something.
the
Name
names-
Jory's Mustache Contest.
That took you time.
Not really. Well, a little bit. But
Well, yeah, I mean,
I just picture John laying in bed at night just going, what can we name his mustache?
you can just.
His wife says, go to bed. And he's like, no, I need one more.
You
I'm
see-
trying to name a mustache.
He just sit there.
What? Forget it.
He just sit there watching TV. And it's a serious like Law and Order type of thing, and it's just like all of a sudden he's like.
Giggling like a little kid.
Here's how it started. I started thinking, okay, Mustache Mafia.
Yeah.
So he's going to have a mustache forever now.
Oh,
And then I started thinking, well, what the hell? So I Googled mustache, other names for mustache. And that's what I did. So it wasn't that bad.
Well,
but I
think
do like the Mr. Tickles.
I am literally sweating over here. We had
Cardio.
for sure. Keep
cardio.
that fan
There
going.
you go.
Oh, it's so nice. Now I'm
I
gonna
got one
get
too.
now I'm gonna get a chill. I had a music teacher at Dickinson State. He was our choir director, and his mustache was so long. We call him a Monopoly guy. Like it curled around 3 times. So I think you should
That's pretty
get
good.
that. It was good. It was good. I lasted probably, I don't know. I was a music major for 4 years. Then I was like, I'm done. Music majors are tough. But every time I saw him, I was like, oh, Monopoly guy. Do not pass go to not do $200.
Did Mr. Peanut, the planner's guy, did he have a mustache? Or did he just got the
I
little
think he
hat?
just got the little hat.
spectacle, the bifocal
Bifocal's
spectacle
his
thing.
guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I think I'm getting a hell of an ab workout. You better believe it right now. You better believe it.
This has been one of the funnest shows I've been involved with for a while.
I'm sorry, John. I've been gone. I apologize. but-
That's okay.
Glad we got the band back together.
That's
this is
absolutely
hilarious.
right.
In sync.
Absolutely right.
In sync. Big number coming out lately.
We'll talk racing here for another second anyway.
Okay.
Who helps you? We know your dad is a huge part of this whole team thing, but who helps you?
My dad, him and Corky Thomas build my engines. My dad, when I work or am I chasing my daughter around or whatever, he's doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Brian and Dustin Strand, if I get a question, I just call them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what do you think about running this for a right front shock? Or what do you think of this spring rate? Like, my car's doing this. Will this fix it? And then, like, me and Dustin talk a lot during the season. and we just kind of, and we became pretty good friends. We just kind of BS back and
Yeah,
forth through
yeah.
Snapchat and text.
Easy dude to talk to, too.
Yeah.
Both of them, him and his dad.
Super nice.
Yeah, and by the way, Dustin Strand will be on the show next Thursday, Dirty Thursday, which
There
will
you
be
go.
kind of fun. Kaylee Elizabeth, and yeah, I know your Grandpa Sensky. If anyone knows my Grandpa Sensky, you know he has a wicked set of handlebars, and he does. And remember to get on him, Kaylee. I've got to take him catfishing next summer. That's going to be fun. Sponsorship, a huge. I don't know if you could do it without him. Maybe you could, maybe you can't. But time to give those guys a shout out.
Can never do without sponsors, especially this year with Lithia being sold and Nelson taking over, and those guys like Adam Nelson and Nick and Austin and Grant over there, even Bob, all those guys over at Nelson's now that was Lithia, they've basically just said, yeah, we're going to do it. We're on board.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're just going to pick up where they left off, kind of a deal. And so for them to do that is pretty big. And then Daryl and Missy at Walhalla Building Center, they put us up in a house in New Mexico when we drove down there. They let us stay with them and Dustin and Preston and all those guys. So, you know, those guys are huge to our program. They allow us to do a lot of things. Viking Track Service, Vanilla Cycles, Chris and Sean Horn, the Corner Power Sports, Backstretch Productions. You know, he's not a cash sponsor, but he puts a lot of stuff out there that gets a lot of attention for us.
Yeah.
Leisureland RV, Miller Motivations. Mike Miller is a buddy of mine, you know, and he sponsors and helps out, and he's super cool and fun to talk to. Who else we got on there? God dang, put me on the spot. Boxcar, Mustache Mafia, Tricks Customs, they carry all of our stuff.
Yep.
Like our Boxcar stuff, you want shirts or anything like that, that's where you go get them.
Right.
The Gate, obviously, because
Oh, yeah.
Lavash.
Yeah. And you know, you're the kind of guy, we all know with sponsorship comes responsibilities. You know, that you might one day, maybe Nelson wants you to park your car out in front of their lot out there.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys that doesn't shy away from that kind of stuff. You actually, I don't know if this is the right way to put it, but you almost thrive on getting to interact with people. You're so easy to talk to. Let's face it, not everybody is like that. I can name a whole bunch of race car drivers that would just as soon not have to go sit and shake hands and smile. You're not that guy.
No, they call me the butterfly, the social butterfly.
Yeah,
That's what my dad and my crew give me shit. Like my buddies, Matt and Haig, they'll be grinding my tires, and everyone will be doing fuel, brother-in-law, all that. All those guys that we work on the car, they'll be like, "Where's Jory?" Oh, he's just off talking.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's just out bullshitting, and then other times it's out trying to gather information and see what I need to do to put those guys in victory lane versus myself.
Right.
More than anything, because it goes back to doing it more for the guys that put the time and the effort into it behind us, for like us, the drivers, to do it. So,
Yeah. Well, Jenny says Blaine is learning bad things from the butterfly
yeah.
with a little wink.
Yeah.
Different vocabulary, maybe?
Blaine hung out with us quite a bit during the sites. So he actually, those stickers that get everywhere, Blaine takes a handful of those and he comes back on his little dirt bike and they're gone.
They're gone.
But they're stuck to something somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Somewhere. They're all over the place.
He's great for advertising.
Oh, for sure. And that's the thing I notice about your hauler, too. You're kind of like a kid magnet over there, too, at the end of the night. But that
very
is-
much so.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been using this name a lot lately, but you are a rock star to a lot of kids and a lot of people out there. And again, there's more responsibilities to racing than just showing up and racing. And how important is that to you to keep? Because let's figure who's going to be out there in 20 years from now.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
future.
hopefully it's going to be these kids that have looked up to you, that have gotten 10 of your hero cards and they're plastered all over their walls. But that's pretty important, heavy stuff too.
Look at Kenna alone.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
her alone is, you know, her and Camber, they're
Yeah.
eventually, Camber's going to eventually probably take that next step.
Sure.
You know, granted, is she going to go B-Mod? Who knows? Maybe she'll go a different route.
Mm-hmm.
There's kids out there that want to do this kind of stuff, and they want to do it week in, week out. I don't care if they want to run a sprint car, late model,
Yeah.
street stock, legend car, lightning sprint. I don't care what they want to do, but they're looking up to somebody that's doing something right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so you're
Oh,
always
that's so
got these
true.
little eyes watching you.
Yep.
And even like little James Mockart, he come around and he hung out with us one night while his dad was down working on the sprint car, but he hung out in my trailer. I think he was chasing the girls more than anything.
Yeah.
But that's just me. The older girls, not like my daughter or my niece.
Right.
But like my sister and her friends.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. Good for
I
him.
did the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, but Blaine and like all these these kids that hang out and they come over that, yeah, they eat my candy and whatever,
Yeah.
but that's what it's there for. Like, these kids need to be having fun on a racetrack because they're going to want to go back. And it's good for racetracks because if the kids want to go back, they're going to pester the shit out of their parents.
Yep.
And their parents are going to go there. And guess what? When a parent gets pestered, they go into the grandstands. They're like, oh, I'm going to have like 2 beers.
Yeah.
2 bears later, they're going to have 4.
Yep.
Yeah, oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And by the end of the night, they're like, oh, shit.
It's
Call
only
for a ride home.
It's only just building the sport, really, in essential things. And it's not. Tim's the same way. You go up there and Tim's like, oh, I didn't get the candy out, or
Yeah.
you know, all those things. Like he's on it too. So that trailer is just welcoming to anybody.
Yeah.
Just
You
come
know,
hang out.
and it's amazing to have that in the sport, to have somebody that's gonna. He's more worried about the success of everybody, right? Obviously, self accolades are self accolades, right? And we do it for your dad, which is awesome. But when you go and you're trying to figure out, well, how can I make you better? I saw you were struggling out there. How can I make you better? You do those things, and that's the step above of what makes Jory Jory.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's so damn cool, and it's amazing. Like if we're dead silent and we need something to talk about, I go grab him. We've done it in
Yeah,
the past.
right, right.
It's easy. You know, somebody's gonna not want to worry about speaking into the microphone. There's your guy.
Yeah. Being a dad yourself, does that make a big difference on how you treat the fans, the kids? If you weren't a dad, would you still be the same old dude?
I honestly just kind of take a lot of pride into not changing who
Yeah,
I am for
right.
Yeah.
anybody or anything. I mean, I went to the banquet with this national banquet, suit, ties, all that jazz, you know, and I wore Vans.
Yeah.
And I had a big curly mustache, and I sat in the corner and visited. We were sharing a table with Austin Hunter and his family and their
Right.
friends and his girlfriend, and we all had a really good time. And I just was there. Like, to me,
Yep.
being dressed up, yeah, that's conforming a little bit to what they want, but it's kind of also like, hey, you know, we earned this. This is
Absolutely. I agree with you.
we got the invite. Let's play ball. Let's go there,
Yeah.
dress up, look good. And it's more for our sponsors and the people that we're representing to go there and be a little formal. But at the same time, we had a pretty damn good time there and joked around a lot. I mean, we were throwing paper airplanes. So we were throwing them in the banquet, and we started a big thing. And luckily we didn't get in trouble because we'd throw it and it'd go to a different table and we'd all look away. And, you know, like, you know, so we were doing all the right things, but at the same time, we were still doing like the Berg things where
Right.
we're throwing paper airplanes and flicking ice at people, and like we're just having a good time. Like
Yeah.
we really didn't care that it was super formal or anything like that. Yeah, we could shake hands with Kenny Wallace, take our picture with all these national champions and state champions. Yeah, that's cool, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm Jory Berg. I'm a railroader, and I'm from Grand Forks, and I'm damn proud of it. You know.
Wow.
Like, I'm not gonna.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
couldn't
gonna
have said
conform
it
to
any better
anything.
than that. Daryl Works up in Canada. Fun show, boys. Cheers. Amanda Joe, geez, so much flattering today for Jory.
It's because Amanda's not here.
Yeah, and then Jenny replied, I wonder how he's going to fit out the door today.
Thanks, guys.
I
Amanda,
measured it twice. We're fine.
It's going to be tough. Yeah. And Billy Schletter, Jory, how's the back? I bet you're ready for racing.
Yeah, back is great. I was
Yeah.
at the gym this morning doing back extensions, working that thing, making sure that I'm good to go. And when we get down to Arizona, I'll eat a shit ton of tacos and climb in a car, but I'm going to make sure my belt's fit first.
There you go.
So,
Car's all ready? You all ready? Or still got some tweaking to do to certain things? Or are you about ready to go?
car is just about ready. It needs to go to Dustin, not next week, but the week after.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go there, get a body put on. We just finished breaking in the new cam. So we're going to pull the break-in valve springs off today, put the race
Okay.
springs in.
Okay.
So that's a brand new motor that we're taking down there this year. So that's actually a ex-Tyler Peterson motor.
Oh, okay.
And me and Tyler have won almost the majority of our races with that same motor. So like I would say over half of my wins have came with that motor.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't ran it in like a year and a half because we just
Right.
we're not rich. So
Right,
we can't
right,
just keep
right.
rebuilding motors all
No,
the time.
amen
you
to
know?
that.
And
No,
my
you
dad
can't.
and Corky are busy. They're building motors. They built motors for Joseph to go down to the Dome. They're building motors for Travis Sowers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Royce Jawalski. I mean, they're
Oh, so they're busy.
yeah, and it's kind of cool because like my dad goes down to Glendon to build motors. Him, Corky, and Matt Peterson are all down
Mm-hmm.
there building motors together, hanging out. And then they go to Mango's and they eat, and you know
Yeah.
they're really down there hanging out building motors. And I mean, it's kind of cool to know that there's a lot of wins that have come out of Corky's shop.
Oh, yeah.
with motors.
Oh
that
my
are being
gosh.
built.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Kirky's and Jet Figs. I mean, a lot of big names have motors that are built from there. So
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
You know, you're just a kind of play along with whatever gets thrown at you kind of guy, aren't you? I mean, you don't let too many things bother you, do you?
No, your life's too short for that.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're not able to have fun and joke around and get picked on and not have a good time with it, that's boring. Nobody wants to hang out with some guy that gets crappy all the time.
Right. Well, yeah.
You know?
Corey Lawson, are you going to the Wild West?
No.
Okay.
I learned my lesson. I went to Vado for 3 races. I learned my lesson. Beautiful facility, racetrack, everything. I suck there.
Yeah,
so, no,
just not going to be your deal.
I am not going back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. You don't want to go where you suck.
Yeah.
Well, you have different expectations when you go there.
It's,
you know,
it's not really that. It's just the fact that with my schedule, it works better to do this Arizona deal.
Yeah.
And we did that Vado deal just to say we did it once. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and when we did it big too. Like, we were with the Walhalla Building Center people, and they had a suite, and Jason Strand and his family, Dustin Strand, the Howlands, like Preston Carr, and all those guys were down there. And we had a suite. You could go stand on top of it, order food to the suite. Like, when we did it good enough to be like, yeah, if we go there again, it would be just to go watch. I think.
watch.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I do want to do this because it was just I was just informed of this by Kevin Pappenfuss. It's Corky Thomas's birthday today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty
Happy birthday.
cool. Yeah. Happy birthday, Corky. Thanks for building my motors with my dad.
That's pretty cool.
When you guys go to Arizona and these things, do you even get to use it for like a vacation, or is it just all business when you're down there?
No, we vacation. Like last year, we went to Top Golf, and like
Sure.
we go hit Joe's Crab Shack. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do a lot of things while we're down there. I think me and my dad and my buddy Matt, we all have Harleys, and we're big into riding Harleys. And I think we went to like 6 dealerships in one day, and we went there and got shirts and collected. Went to the Harley Davidson.
You got to do
Museum,
that if you're a Harley guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily when we got there, we'd gotten all the wrecking our crap out of the way down in Vado, so that Arizona, you know, when we were there, it was kind of more relaxed. And
That's awesome.
we were having a vacation. We stayed with my friend Bree at her house. And she's got 2 dogs, and we just we have a good time. We all have a really good time. We started a big bonfire in our backyard and almost lit her house on fire, and talked her into sticking
Shocker.
her head in the ceiling fan. And we were playing. We made up a game called Fan Ball. We were throwing little halo oranges in the fan, and they were getting shot at the walls. Big orange stains on the walls.
We used to do that as hockey parents.
Yeah, we were doing stuff like that. Like, we were having a good time. We go get coffee every morning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We just have a really good time and just relax while we're down there. And then when we go to the racetrack, we're at the racetrack. It's time that we got results. And,
Yeah,
and
there's time to play and there's time not to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan Grover says that guy's such a loser. Brendan.
Yeah. Guy's been wearing my same sweater for like 2 weeks now. Bought one of these. Been wearing it nonstop for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been wearing this one every Thursday now for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And I will probably continue to wear it for a while. But yeah, we're going to have to wrap things up here. But anything, Brendan, nice sweater guy. Anything you want to wrap this show up with, and any words of wisdom, anything you want to say to anybody out there?
Yeah, don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
it's a solid proposal.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's really not much to say. Just it's racing. We're having fun doing things like this. Just take advantage of every opportunity you get within the racing, and try to make it positive for everybody around you too.
Couldn't say it much better than
There you
that. Huh?
go. That's a good way to end it.
And this was, I got an ab workout today.
That was freaking funny.
This is, I love this show. There's been guys that are nervous to come in here. I try to tell them all we're going to do is sit down and BS.
Yeah.
About racing. Maybe not so much racing, maybe a lot of racing. We're just going to BS, and whatever happens, happens. And I think that's how some of the best shows come out.
I agree.
And I think today is definitely going to be considered one of my favorites.
Yeah, Katie's gonna
hands down.
Katie's gonna have a lot of fun with this one, trying to figure out the best of Dirty Thursdays time.
Absolutely.
It's
And
gonna be awesome.
Heather McDonald says, well, some people should eat yellow snow.
Upside down.
I probably agree with you. Good luck in Arizona, man.
Yeah, have fun, buddy.
Thank you.
And have a great Merry Christmas.
You too.
I don't know if I mentioned Friday night, we're going to be at Ross's neighbor's house making Kahlua.
Yeah,
So I'm
you've
guessing
mentioned
Ross
that.
might be there. So maybe, if you guys are bored.
You got to forgive him. His memory's kind of going
I will
sometimes.
be feet kicked up, watching the dome, dreaming,
that's right.
wishing that I was there. But
Kahlua and creams are always good.
good luck to all of our local guys down there. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them that went. So, I mean, guys, tune in to Flow Race and watch that and support those guys.
There
So
you go.
Maybe next
Yep.
year we can get voted in and go down there and bring some of our chaos to them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
good.
You guys, thank you both.
John, thank you.
Delbert needs to make a reappearance, according to Heather. So there
He
you
didn't
go.
like that day. Never liked.
Delbert. Yeah, whatever. There you go, Jory Berg. Boy, River Cities Speedway champion, Devil's Lake Speedway champion, North Dakota champion.
2-time.
All in that, Wissota Midwest Modified. Watch for it. The BO. Can't wait for this coming season. Man, I can't wait. I want to give a shout out to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino, a proud sponsor of Dirty Thursday. BT and the group over there, you know what? It's too bad we can't watch racing over there. We'll have to talk to him about getting the package over there because he's got TVs everywhere and you can go watch any sport you want. Why not get some dirt track racing in there too? Maybe try your luck with some charitable gaming. What's for lunch today? A sandwich inside for just $7. Wash it down with the world-famous beer tower. Head on over to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. I tell you what, they have got great lunch and dinner specials. We see people in there having their lunch all the time. Again, thanks to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. Thanks to Jory. Thanks to Chad, the other half of the Bull Ring Boys. Bill and Monty and the crew of the Fork Sports Highway Show are back at 6:30 tonight. Now, they're going to be talking about like LeBron and Ohtani and bowl games and more. Definitely the best sports podcast around, and you can catch it at 6:30 tonight. I will see you tomorrow morning. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You'll never miss a Dirty Thursday show. We all know the Grand Cities are grand. Grand Forks' best source is giving them an identity again.